Hello, welcome back to the second half of our first episode of Maximum Power, our masks game with some super cool people from around the Twitches. We have just gotten through our character creation, our team creation. We've got a pretty good idea of who our characters are as people and as superheroes. We've discussed the team, kind of what they do, how they came together, and now we're gonna see them do some cool stuff. So where do you guys have like a hideout? Like, do you use Zephyr's Sanctuary as your
I feel like, yeah, we use Zephyr's Sanctuary.
Yeah.
It has to get us through the door.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So you guys use Zephyr's like Sanctuary as your kind of your hideout, your bat cave, your
Yeah, but what do we call it?
The
yeah.
library.
What's the name? Just the library?
Scriptorum.
Yep, that works too.
What do you think, Beyond? I mean, it's your place.
Yeah, PN. What does Zephyr call her sanctuary?
I mean, she'd just call her sanctuary home, but it could be the library.
Just okay, cool. Yep, just the library. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, as a master of branding, edgelord, what's the team's name?
I mean, come on, man. It's the name of the show.
Just the team's name is Maximum Power.
Maximum Power.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like looking at Tux and I'm like, what?
I had to have you say.
I mean, clearly we shout maximum, like, all right, that's it. It's time to take the gloves off, Knight Rider. I'm going maximum
power.
Perfect. Cool. All right, yeah. So you guys are at the library. Do you want to describe what the library looks like for us, Pian?
Sure. Okay. So the library is it's got like books. There's multiple rooms in it.
Sure.
There's like also like a bedroom and stuff like that. But the library part of it has books like filled like all over the walls.
Is it like the Avatar library that they found that it's like, oh, this is shit, and they go and they look down and it's like, oh my gosh, and it's just like rooms upon rooms upon rooms of books and stuff? Or is it like just like one big room of books?
Yeah.
The library of Wan Shi Tong.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's the psychic server room.
The psychic server.
Are there like little floating chairs and footstools made out of psychic energy that just kind of float around for people's convenience?
Oh. Muted.
Still
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, okay, shoot. Yeah, I think it'll kind of be up to because like this like came about as like a big huge like a giant like outlash of her power that created this. So I'd imagine there are like just random constructs just around out and about.
Yeah, maybe we have swipey screens.
Yeah. Yeah, and so this place has like a computer room. Yeah, so yeah, it sounds like there's like the library room, like the computer room that has the powerful computer, and then also just kind of like hangout rooms, like it's your
tea room
hangout place. Yeah, totally.
probably.
Yeah, so I think Knight Rider and edgelord
The helicopter landing pad.
I mean, you don't have to call us Knight Rider and Edgelord. My name's Gray. His name's John.
No, you're only your personas, right? So yeah, so Jean and
See this? The man is literally attempting to keep us down.
Yep. I do represent the man.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay. So we're curious about the tea room and like the family room.
Yeah, so it's
and
like
the
at
server,
the
magic
main
computer room.
Yeah, so you got like a main library, like the computer room, like the room that has the super powerful computer in it, and then like a bunch of like there's like some bedrooms, some hangout space, just like stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much. It's basically like a big house.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
It's a big one-story house underground.
All right, I want to hear about the supercomputer. Does it have a giant keyboard that I can spider type on?
Of course. It's got 2 keyboards that you can switch
It's got
off.
like, yeah, it's got like a nice big one that I can slide over.
Yeah, 'cause you have multiple legs. You'd be like 4 monitors. Oh, and oh no, you only have regular eyes. I was gonna say you could keep.
I was almost gonna take 8 eyes as well and be even more freaky,
Awesome.
like mandible mouth.
Yeah,
I
so like
almost-
it's like a it's like a Saturday like early afternoon, and you guys are in the library hanging out. I guess would you just be like hanging out of the team, having like a team meeting? What do you think you guys are doing right now?
I think we're just hanging out. Like we're in the living room just like having some lemonade that my dad made.
Yeah, but I have like a 2 liter of soda because I would drink all their lemonade right away if I had any.
He's generous. He makes a lot of lemonade. For
Yeah.
you.
Oh, maybe I have. Yeah. Did he make me like a nice huge glass?
Yeah, he
He
made
just
you
brought me
like
like
a
a
glass
punch,
that's
a punch
He brought
bowl.
you a punch bowl.
You youngsters, I mean, back in my day, the wombat had to deal with
The wombat.
Corin the giant. You think you drink a lot?
He's like,
You should have talked to that guy.
he's like back in the wombat cave. We didn't have sugar for our lemonade. We just watered down lemon juice.
How,
Corin had gluten allergies, so I mean,
how old is your dad? Is he like I guess
Yeah, give us an intro for him. Like when he brings in my whatever the glass is. What does he look like?
he's got red hair too.
Mhm.
And he's got like freckles all over his arms and like all over his face. And he's tall. He's like 6'4". And
Do you have very hairy arms.
No, not
No.
that hairy arms. And then he's wearing like I said, just like random like dad clothes.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Like yeah. And he has like a bright smile on his face. And yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys are in the living room and then
You have like a Led Zeppelin shirt on or something, or like, what's he rocking? Like, is it like a Home Depot shirt or like, is it?
It's like I'm not sure. It's probably just like a white t-shirt, like a white undershirt.
It's just like a Fruit of the Loom, like 10-pack t-shirt. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so
I'm
you
on
guys
your
are
level
hanging out in
now.
the living room and then he comes in
Fruit of the Loom.
in one hand he's got like a tray with like a pitcher and a few glasses on it, and in his other arm he has like a bowl of a giant punch bowl of lemonade, and he walks in with this big smile on his face and he says, hey kids, the lemonade's finally finished. And he comes in and sets the tray down in front of Gray and Sarah, and then he like gets the punch bowl in both hands and walks over to Jean. And so you want me to you want to just take it? You want me to set it down? How do you usually take this?
I like bend way over to like get my like human arms down to his
like,
level.
he's tall, but he still has to look up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can balance it. It's no problem. Just get it into the fingers. Okay, I can barely bend like this. Thank you.
There you go, kiddo.
Yeah, he does like the chip off the old block on like one of my spider arms.
And then he kind of walks over to the couch and he like starts pouring a couple glasses for each of you. And so what are you guys' plans today? Gonna do some research or looking to just chilling?
Zephyr, can I talk to you over in the nonfiction section?
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be there in a second. And then I'll like brush up against Jean-Luc, and I'm like, dude, use your spider scent. It's in your legs. Am I smelling fresh right now?
It
The
just
deodorant's
smells
working?
very fresh like a normal.
Right, thanks, bro.
Bathe regularly, it's good.
All right. So I'm like popping a mint and putting on some lip balm as I head over to the nonfiction section. And I'm like, later, Wombat, Dad, Womdad,
Well, Dad.
Womdad.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like, well, Mr. Womdad, we were working today on maybe some PR for the group, you know. We had some,
Oh,
not
yeah,
some good
yeah, your
flattering pictures in the paper.
Yeah, sure. Your
Like,
image is very important. See, when I was the Wombat,
Yeah, I just like let him tell Wombat story.
he starts telling Wombat stories as Zephyr, as Sarah and Gray head off to part of the library.
And as I come
Pepper is just kind of waiting there and is like,
So my current corporate logo shirt right now is Pokemon Go. 'Cause I'm very
I hate you.
yeah. And I'm like, oh God, I probably just call you Zephyr all the time. Like I call everybody else by their actual name, but I've known you like superhero Zephyr. And I'm just like, Zephyr. And I like reach out to take hold of your hand.
I kind of let him do it, but I'm very wary.
I'm just so thankful that you allowed me and my friend John to be a part of your life. This place is awesome. You're awesome. Everything we're going to do is awesome. And then I go in for the kiss. First kiss.
I let it happen.
Thank you. Perfect. I believe that I just got 3 of my drives, buddy.
3 of them? Wait, what?
Kiss someone dangerous, which is very much established as Zephyr is. Make out with a teammate and tell someone your true feelings for them.
Okay.
Thanks for that elite XP right there.
Power Gaming by AP Gaming Real.
Power gaming. But I want to point out, I laid that RP groundwork.
Yeah, that was actually very, very well done. It didn't feel like
You got
Uh,
3 potential from that.
But
From
now
one
I'm
kiss.
curious as to where we go from that.
Yeah,
because-
so yeah, Zephyr.
This
yeah,
is what
greatest-
happens. Okay, so Zephyr kind of lets you kiss her, and then she like pulls away, like after you're done, and is like, Gray,
Yeah.
I'm gay.
Oh. It was a good kiss though, right? Like on a 10?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm like trying not to let on that my heart's just like "Gadoosh." But I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
I guess the name of the group should now be Maximum Heartbreak.
Yeah. And I like punch her on the shoulder. Oh, that's so cool. Like I totally support that. Who like is there someone in your life? Oh, and then like pick up momentum. Why don't we know about this person? Why aren't you introduced? I thought we were super friends. Like, where can we not be regular friends?
I don't have anyone right now.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. No judgment.
As
No judgment.
as this as
Unless
the
you're hiding them from
as the awkwardness grows, Womdad, like kind of
like, oh, Mr. Womdad, you're so funny.
he like pops his head around like looking between you two for like a couple times like you should come see this, and he like turns back around to go head back into the living room with the TV.
Yeah, and I'm walking away, and I want to preempt it. I'm like, we're cool, right? Even though inside I'm not cool. I'm like, yeah, we're cool, right? Sarah.
Yeah, we're cool.
All right, cool. Because it sounds like something's going down.
Of course, you ask if we're cool, but no one's cool.
And I walk toward Jean-Luc, and I'm like giving the sign, like maybe he knew I was about to do this, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like,
As he like sips from his giant punch bowl, like
Yeah. I'm like tippy tapping my little legs all nervously. Wonder what happened? I'll hear later.
Later.
Yeah, and as you guys come back in, Wombat like picks up the remote and turns it up a little bit, and you can see it's the Halcyon City News, and basically a villain from I'll show it to you guys right now. Yes. Okay, you guys should see the card right now, and I'll flip over to Roll20 as well so they can see it. So,
like a badass.
Yeah. So basically, the Halcyon City News shows downtown Halcyon with like all the giant skyscrapers and all the buildings down there. And Halcyon's like a I think I said this at the beginning, but also kind of to say it again. Halcyon is basically a mixture of all the giant comic book cities all in one. It's like Metropolis, it's like Gotham, it's like Marvel New York, it's like Marvel what's the other big, there's Marvel San Francisco, kind of like they kind of do some stuff in San Francisco too. Like it's all these huge cities in one gigantic city. So it's got like really,
what he's saying is it's just New York City.
Basically New York. It's basically New York City.
That's for you New Yorkers, like everybody else.
Yeah, and so it shows downtown with like a bunch of skyscrapers, and this guy is one moment. There's a company called PowerTech. It's a very generic sounding company, and basically like they work with superheroes to like adapt technology for superheroes. And like kind of like vice versa, like technology based on superheroes' powers, and then also technology for superheroes. And Voltaic is attacking this company. You see like the camera like is like it's like a helicopter view, and like they're kind of coming around this giant skyscraper, as Voltaic is like floating up to one of the rooms, and he like puts his hands up and just
wait a second.
My goodness.
Yes.
Can Zephyr be afraid of like tall buildings now because she blew up a tall building?
She's your character. Heck yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so you see like you see Voltaic like
I'm afraid of onion soup now.
I mean, I'm afraid of the cops.
There you go. We have some fears to play around with. Yeah, Voltaic like
the tomato! Get this away from me!
He like shoves his hands forward, and like all these like sends out like a wave of like electricity and thunder, and just it like and like smashes all these windows, and he shoots inside. And yeah, it's like it's weird because like to us it seems like it would be a big deal, but like it's like it on the Halcyon City News, it's like she's talking about like a traffic jam. And so she's like the reporter.
I mean, there's probably like 14 other supervillain incidents going on.
Right, exactly. It's
the
reporter's name is Wendy West.
We're just going real hard on alliteration.
Yep. And yeah, so it shows like speaking Wendy West, and then like the big thing over it is like Voltaic strikes PowerTech headquarters. And but her tone is just like, and Voltaic, who we haven't seen in a while here in Halcyon, is attacking PowerTech headquarters. And another news, we also have the Pied Piper, who's attempting to break some animals out of the zoo again. And it's just like it skipped over it, and just like it's like the supervillain section of the news.
So I like cross my arms, and I'm like, well, I'm Dad. What do you think? Is it time for us to roll out?
Yeah, actually,
PowerTech. Wait, don't you have like utility stuff, or is it just the knife?
Nope.
Or the
I
blade?
just have a khopesh, an Egyptian sword, and the ability to pass through objects.
Okay, that's all you get.
And there was a question earlier, can I go up and down? Well, I can go down if I like pass through.
right? Yeah, if you go through the
building and I
Go
fail.
down.
I'm like, ah!
You can phase through. You could try to phase through a couple floors. real quick. Thump.
I can't go up. That's not how it works.
I forgot if I asked her that, but how old is your dad?
Muted.
Muted.
I'd say about 55.
Oh, okay, so he's probably yeah. So yeah, he actually would be So he like looks at you guys and says
I just got my senior citizens discount last week. I'm so excited. I'm sorry, Tex.
He looks at you guys and says yeah, Voltaic's a pretty powerful fella, but I mean, you kids are pretty powerful yourself. I think this might be a good chance for you guys to get out there and make a name for yourselves.
Can you drive us over?
Yeah.
He looks at
Guys, I can drive.
I can fit inside, you see.
Oh, did you get your license, Sarah? That's so cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like really awkwardly
do you wanna-
saying Sarah because now I'm calling her by her real name. Yeah,
Do you want
that's
to?
so cool, Sarah.
Do you want to? If you want to take my car, I guess you can. You know the rules.
Sure, why not? And Zephyr's just kind of like, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah. So
But
he
there's a villain.
he reaches into his pocket, pulls out his keys, and so it's got like the car key and like the key fob, and then like a bunch of keychains. There's one like of like the wombat, and then there's also of like some other like random heroes and villains and like little like one is like the keychain where it's just like the piece of paper in like a little thing, and then there's ones with like the little figures of people, and so then he hands these keys over to you, and so by the speed
You know
limit.
what? No. As Zephyr's about to like get the car started, I'm like, Sarah, I know that we had problems last time, and I've hold some resentment over what you did, but we've done a lot of training, and I think you've reined yourself in. It's fine. Everything is going to be fine. We can do this. You can control yourself. Plus, Knight Rider can just throw a large object in the way.
Yes, it will be no problem.
I'm like in the back, like pulling my superhero shirt on.
Can you fit in the car?
I think I could fit in the back if they had removed a seat.
I would love the idea that it's just a pickup truck.
Totally. Oh, yeah, it's just
He's just in the
You got the like thing slid open, right? And I'm like,
he's like leaned down.
It's very windy back here.
I love the idea that you stick your torso in the back area.
yeah,
Yeah, that's so much better.
yeah.
So there's this giant spider butt in the back of the truck, and then French guy in the cab.
I'd like to roll comfort support for Zephyr.
Absolutely, yeah,
Be like, yeah, we can do this.
yeah. So yeah, so as right now, yeah. So we can talk about the moves again too. And once again, like in this game, when you make a move, you make a move. So he spoke, said some nice things, and so he's trying to comfort his friend, and so we will make the roll.
Yeah, we will.
Nice,
Nice.
you got a 9. So in this game, 1 through 6 is a miss. Basically, it means you failed the roll, and something bad's gonna happen, or basically you don't get the outcome that you want, or it comes at a cost or whatever, or a really big cost or something. 7 to 9 is a success. You get what you want, but there's definitely some sort of cost, or you don't get everything that you want. And then 10 plus is a hit. You get exactly what you want. And so as we can see, AP got a 9. So that means on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. So so Zephyr, how do you take the comfort?
I just kind of clench my jaw really tight, like trying to keep myself from crying. And like I successfully like don't have tears fall down my face. And I'm just
Cool.
like, I guess. I don't know.
So do you want to mark potential, or since you don't have any conditions, you don't have to clear one, but are you going to mark potential or shift some labels?
That lets you move one stat up, one stat
Yeah,
down.
yeah, sorry. The potential is your experience, and shifting a label means you move one up one and one down one.
I'm gonna go with potential.
Okay, cool.
I like reach up to the front and turn on the radio. Teenage Wasteland comes on.
Yeah. As Zephyr gets the star carded and Wombat like steps out of from the door to the library and is like giving you guys a wave, like putting his thumbs up, like he's like you can see his mouth like good luck guys, and you guys head off.
I like pull a sandwich your dad put in a plastic bag.
Oh, totally. He totally made sandwiches.
And I'm like eating it, but I've got a little bib because I don't want to get anything over his car. And I'm like, your dad is so cool.
Oh yes, your dad is the best.
So cool.
He's pretty great.
As like in the last panel of this page, we see Womdad walk back to the door to the library, and like he like pulls on it, but it won't open for him. So he's like pulling on the door, like, and so he just turns and walks. So he just turns and starts walking down the street.
Probably like an internet cafe nearby where he could watch his favorite soaps. Wait for me to come home.
I imagine we're like in the car and Gray is like starting to strap up his GoPro like
Yeah.
Streaming suit, right?
Yeah, you're starting at the stream.
Oh yeah. Like I'm talking to myself. I'm like sound check 1 2 1 2.
Like,
Thank
can
you
you
for
hear
the
me as
donation.
well? Am I picking up? I mean, maybe I should be mic'd. I don't know.
Thank you for the donation, Thomas from Virginia. Can someone in the audience let me know if you can hear Knight Rider?
Can you hear me?
All right, it looks like someone is saying they can.
Okay, excellent. I'll try
I
to
have to
stay
ban that
close.
other person. That was listen. France has been a clear ally of the United States for over.
Don't you have moderators? What's going on here?
I mean, we fucked them over with their revolution.
Revolution.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? What
Sarah, I'm telling you, Hamilton is a sensationalized version of events. Okay, I'm not sure everything in it can be taken as completely true.
You see, in your chat, like,
Let me like
how
the
do you
stuff
how do you see your chat
okay.
right now? Do you have like a do you have,
I
like
have
do
a
you have
watch.
Google Glasses?
I've got one of the Pokemon Go watches
Oh.
that I flip open and it has Twitch chat instead of Pokemon Go.
You see, in the chat, you see, like people, like there's a bunch of people like, oh yeah, I'm so glad to see a stream today, and a bunch of people like putting hearts and like your like emotes and stuff. And then you see
Oh, yeah, I
someone.
have BTTV emotes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you see someone named Edge Lordier?
I
Says-
just ban him. Before I even read it, I just go ahead and
Yeah, like so, like they put something and just nope, and then like you just doop, and it's like this user has been banned, and then it goes back up through the chat.
Oh god.
Yeah. So as you guys drive,
What were the something Julia links? Remember? Do you guys anyone? No.
The
Oh
what?
man, it was like the for like months the spam from the bots was all something about Julia. Some site no. Oh, no one else.
I
Was
don't
seeing
remember
this? Oh, it was amazing. I'm assuming we're getting plenty of that.
Yeah.
Robot spam.
Oh, totally. Yeah. As you guys drive, you were you at like was the door to the library like at home, or where was the door at this time?
It was. I'm gonna go straight up. Life is Strange here. It was in a barn under like a trapdoor.
Oh, okay. That's where it happened. Okay, that's where it happened to be this time. Cool. Yeah. So you guys coming from like part of like the outskirts of town, driving in. Yeah, you get up onto the freeway, and like the freeways are like super like enforced concrete, because like they're trying like as much as they've gotten good at like picking stuff up after a superhero fight, they try to do it as proactive as possible. So like the roads are all like
They have
really
redundant
well-maintained.
systems for everything.
totally,
In case
yeah.
one pillar gets smashed, there's
Right,
like
yeah,
another
like
one right there.
like the off ramps. There's like multiple off ramps underneath them, so like if one gets destroyed, like they can push another one up to cover it. Like they like there's like the road, like they have like AIs or whatever like taking care of roads. So like, oh, okay, Highway 14 went down because a dragon is on it. So reroute traffic to Highway 12. Like, so there's like all these systems and stuff taking place like that try to help traffic keep going.
They have like super high tech traffic, like congestion avoiding systems
Yeah.
for like yeah.
And so you guys are heading down down through downtown, and you get there like like 20 minutes or so. You get downtown to like it's once again it's like all these skyscrapers, and then like kind of like in a clustered part where all like a bunch of businesses have their headquarters, and then kind of off of that it's like a kind of like a normal city's downtown, like where there's like a bunch of like shops and a bunch like some malls and stuff like that. And yeah, you see the PowerTech headquarters when you park and look up, you see like the like 56th floor or whatever, like all that whole like in like a circle kind of coming from that is just like shattered windows. On the ground near there is like a bunch of glass. Already like police have like sanctioned it off. Like it's just like there's like special like barriers. There's like normal barriers for like police tape. They have special ones for like superhero fights. Like these are like a bright orange, and just like
God, they're probably full of legal text. Like, you've surrendered your constitutional right to self-defense if you pass this barrier.
yeah, totally.
You're not responsible for your safety and health.
Is there any civilians around?
Oh yeah,
Are
there's people like with their phones out trying to watch and see what's happening.
Okay,
But they're like,
I'll like pull my torso out of the back of the truck
And be like, everyone, what are you doing here? You're in grave danger. I mean, not from me. That came out wrong.
John Luke, I got this, man.
So a bunch of them turn, and now they're filming you with their phones.
And I'm like, oh, hello. It's very nice to be
I
on
don't
camera.
drive the car. I like get out, and I'm like walking beside it as we're pushing through it. And I'm like, yo, everyone, listen up. This is Maximum Power. This is my boy Knight Rider here.
I like point at my
However,
shirt.
You may have heard of her. I'm Edgelord, and you can find us at twitch.tv/edgelordgg. Follow us on Twitter at edgelordgg. Send in those donations now. We're about to turn Voltaic down.
Zephyr's just shaking her head in the car.
Like, come on, turn off your cams. There will be VODs later.
Zephyr, as you're like trying to find a parking spot, like in like on this like road, there's like because it's like just parallel parking down this like main street, and like you see one, and you're like that you can go for, and then a car just like takes it, and so you're kind of like stuck here with like all these people just like filming you.
Okay, Zephyr like puts her hands on her forehead, gets out of the car, and uses her memory manipulation on the crowd
Okay, cool.
to go back like 2 hours or whenever the like crap started, so they would just walk away. They would just walk away.
It sounds like you're unleashing your powers.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
All right, so roll 2d6 plus your freak score.
Okay. Well, let me make sure you have okay.
In poorly.
Are you kidding me?
Damn.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, so you just get out of the car, and so what does it look like when you use your powers?
Ooh. I think she just kind of like holds her hands out and like closes her eyes, and then like it just happends.
Okay, so there's not like really like a visual thing. It just like you.
No,
just, like,
I think there's like a sound wave thing. Like it's not exactly a sound wave, but like the sort of thing that goes out and you can see it hitting everybody.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's not, there's not much.
Maybe
of it,
like the panel in which this is drawn
Exactly,
is all
yeah.
in pastels or something.
Yeah, like in the comic, we like in like the reality of it, like there's not much there. But in the comic panel that shows you using them, we see like it's drawn weird, like so that we see like almost like a heat wave thing shooting towards them, and like it's like weird colors as they as your psychic powers reach into their brain and just like cut the last 2 hours out. Is that all? Is that what you want to do? Just like kind of remove that, or did you want to do something?
Yeah,
like
I just kind of want to remove that and make everybody forget why they're here and just go home.
Yeah, so like a bunch of people that were like filming you and like like watching you guys show up, just like look really confused now, and like they see their phones out and like stop filming and then go back to look at what the hell they were just filming, and it's like,
And some guy, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna head home," and he like just broke up with his girlfriend an hour ago, and she's back in the house.
Yeah, so a bunch of people are just
He
like,
just fucked a bunch of shit up.
I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I'll just, yeah, it's like the crowd, yeah, the crowd starts to dissipate because like they're just kind of confused now, like they don't know why really they were there, and since nothing like super is really happening like at the moment, they don't really see a reason to stay, so they just kind of leave. So the crowd dissipates a good amount.
Do any of the cars leave? Can I get back in my car and find a parking spot?
One of the some of the people like head over to the two lines of parked cars, and some spaces open up for you.
She just kind of like gets back in the car and she's just like, Jesus Christ, and slams the door and then like starts like parking the car.
So as I assume that Knight Rider's getting out of the back of the car.
Yeah,
and I'm like talking to him as we're walking towards the police barricade, and I'm like, "Yo, man, you know that on top of that building, my power is gonna be useless. I'm just gonna like fall through the floor."
Don't worry, I would never let you fall. Come on.
I mean, I feel like I should be here, but do you think I should stay safe? I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think you should do what you always do and walk the edge.
All right.
Are you-
I'd activated my team move, share vulnerability. He has confirmed it, so I get another experience point.
Cool. Yeah.
But he also gets influence over me.
Yeah. So when you
has influence over me.
Yes.
AP! You're just killing it!
AP
It's
power
even better
getting real.
because he already has influence over me, so he can shift
Yes.
any of my stats of his choice, one
Mhm.
up, one down.
Yep. Yeah. When you have influence over someone and you take it again,
could
you
shift your
get to
stats
shift
for
their
it.
labels basically because you're using your influence on them to kind of tell them how people see them, how they should react. So you
The
can
bacon.
Mhm. So you can move one of his labels up and one of them down.
So what do you want to do, bro? You're in command now.
Yeah. So if you want, it would make because you
So would it be like danger up, savior down, or something?
if
Does
that's
that
something
make
you
sense
want to do,
for what
yeah.
I did?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you what you said, like you wanted to walk the edge. You want him to kind of like think he should be exposing himself to danger, like take some more threats, and yeah, awesome.
I can't move those for some reason, Tux.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Can I? That's weird. I can't either.
There we go. I had to get very close in.
Oh, okay. You have to zoom in close. Okay. I think it's just.
Virgil's making me incredibly average in every category. That's the kind of guy I am.
Awesome. So yeah, what AP just did, kind of to talk about that again as well. Every playbook also has team moves that happen. Basically, they're special things that happen when you interact with a team in different ways. Usually, they involve around when you celebrate something with the team, or when you share a vulnerability or weakness with them. And basically, so you're opening yourself up to how the team sees you and how they are gonna like interact with you. And usually, it ends up either giving you potential, shifting your labels around, doing stuff like that. And then also, if you have like more specific stuff, like it might influence. I forget. It might do something with your Doom track. For some people, it might do like more unique stuff because depending on the playbook.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Do we have the next scene is like all three of us in the elevator going to the top floor when some like Richard Cheese version of the Imperial March is playing? Like
Yeah. And well, even like you guys say it, you guys do you guys go right to like try to go right inside?
Oh yeah, I mean we're I like do the walk up like we're superheroes when I'm approaching the police. But I make sure that like Sarah's in front of me, so I'm like, yeah, we're superheroes. Whoop. She's
just
the
like-
superhero.
Yeah, it's like a younger officer, like maybe in his like later 20s or something like that. Like he like kind of graduated like a year or two ago or something like that. So he nods and yeah, okay. If you guys want to try to deal with it, that's it's up to you. As long as you know, and he points down at the barrier again, like the really really tiny text that like just that basically says like you waive all rights to personal protection from officials representing Halcyon City due to the Superheroics and Vigilante Act of 1942. Like there's this huge thing about basically like because like there's like a weird legal thing with superheroes about like how much right they have to just do what they want.
Well, I'm here to contest that, right?
Right, exactly. And so yeah, like you super I like we didn't talk about it much, but like I feel like superheroes like they're accepted by Halcyon, but there's very much like a like okay, you're superheroes, cool, you can do things, but
There's like regulations,
right, exactly. Like if you guys like
bureaucracy.
yeah, there's like some like to some degree if you guys were to like and there's probably it's probably like subjective thing too, like if you guys like cause a bunch of collateral damage, it might be like, oh well, whatever. Or they might be like, you guys caused far too much collateral damage than is acceptable. You're gonna have to pay these fines. You're gonna do these things.
Oh, they probably have like a committee that like goes through each one of them to like
Yeah.
figure out.
Yeah, like the superheroics
Really
committee.
tired old superheroes.
Oh.
Day drinking.
I could have done this without breaking a single board of that barn. It's unnecessary
Oh, cool.
property damage.
Eric is hosting us right now. Thanks so much, Eric. Yeah, so the cop like kind of gives you the hand, like you guys are allowed to go in, and you go inside, and as surprising or not surprising as it is, the business is just kind of going on. Like the secretary, like you walk in and it's like a super nice, super modern looking building. It's like the PowerTech logo. It's like a big P with like a thing, like a circle around it, and it's meant to look like a flying superhero is flying around the P. So like it's like a big arc to a smaller arc, and then like PowerTech, and yeah, the secretary is like typing. She has like a headset thing on, and she's talking into it. And if walking in here, it's almost like they are they aware? Are they not aware? Like that something's happening about 50 stories up? Who knows?
I mean, do I draw any extra attention? I normally do. I have to like wedge through the double
So yeah,
doors.
as you come in, definitely like the secretary looks up and like just like the door opens, so she looks up and then just like double takes again, just like staring.
I'm here to help. I've brought maximum power.
Yeah.
Can we? Okay, let's just get in the elevator, guys.
Yo, listen, Voltaic's on the roof, y'all. You might want to get out the building.
And so she looks at Edgelord and tilts her head and young man, are you planning on filming anything when you get up there?
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're going to have to sign some things.
I'm
Because...
literally just at the elevator, just like top floor.
I'm lucky. Look, you can send all your paperwork to.
Just let him do his thing.
Door closed.
Like, he's not gonna like hurt anything.
So you gotta just get into the elevator and let the door close. Yeah, and so yeah, you guys are in the elevator now, and yeah, it's like a Richard Cheese like Muzak version.
I literally have to cut the audio so that I don't get pinged.
Yeah. This you care about
later. Yeah. So what's the plan, guys?
And I'm
Take
like
a seat on this one.
skittering.
Zephyr is just kind of like shaking her legs, bouncing up and down, and like she's like kind of like fidgeting with her hands.
I'm like, well, you just make sure you have a good distraction. I will run upon him and wrap him up with my impeccable web.
John, Sarah, I mean, have we considered just going up there and talking to him? I know he is a repeat offender, but,
I love this.
Back-
It's like
I'll
with like
see-
John is like, because John's so huge, he has to like stand in the back and awkwardly kind of like do this and like lean down to talk to you guys. Because it's
Yeah.
just a normal human elevator, so it's like.
yeah, I'm like packed in there.
I'm like, what
We're
is the
actually
weight limit
sitting on
this
his
elevator?
legs. Like he's got like we're sitting on two of his legs just because it's like everywhere.
I'm like, yeah, folded up, kind of like
how
they're like sitting.
how like mundane do you get with your psychic constructs? Like, if there's not a chair around, will you just like make a chair so you can sit or something like that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
guys.
She just like uses it for whatever. She's like, you know what? I have these powers. They're gonna kill me eventually. You know what? I might as well use them.
I'm probably like smoking right now because no one's paying attention to me, and they're all like using their spider power or their psychic power. I'm like, guys, let's just talk to them like human beings to each other.
I'm fine with that, but if
don't
he
need to,
doesn't
like,
want,
use
what
our
if he
powers.
doesn't want to talk?
I mean, I don't remember him having a mouth, so
That's a good point. But you know what? If he doesn't want to talk, then Knight Rider for the distraction, and we send in Zephyr for the Nova. Just take him down, maybe knock him down to the bottom floor. We let the cops clean it up. Look good for the media. Could be good for advertising.
right. I said, maybe I could rappel downward the building with you clinging to my body, and I make amazing picture for the newspaper.
Oh yeah, we could like carve our logo on the side of PowerTech.
I feel like that's vandalism, guys.
That's true. But
You just
what if
squirt some web on there,
fire
it comes right off.
All right, yeah. I mean, listen, I've always wanted to tag a building, but you're right. That's vandalism. And maybe like the like elevators reach the top and it's like ding.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
graffiti is harmless under bridges or in train tunnels.
yeah.
Very
So as we
artistic.
as you guys like the elevator's about to open up, let's figure out the team pool. So start of session, the team pool has you
One.
add one into it, so it's at 1. When you enter battle against a foe as a team, you add 2 to the pool, so it's at 3. And then there's a couple other things that can add team to it. So who is the leader right now?
Zephyr.
Yeah, I mean, she's our leader.
Okay. Zephyr, do you have influence over both of them?
I don't have influence over Knight Rider.
Okay. Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
My purpose is to take this guy in.
Right. Well, we have 2 purposes. Yeah. Take this guy down and like look good doing it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, you get another one. So it's 4. I don't think there's any mistrust right now. And you guys aren't ill prepared or off balance. So yep, the team is at 4.
I
Is
would
that,
say
is
the
that
team
we
is-
add to rolls when we want to, or is that
It's when you want to help people, or you can spend team either helping someone with their role and they'll add 1 to it, or you can also use it selfishly. So when you
I would say that our team's kind of off balance because I'm kind of off balance.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so it's at 3 then.
Oh, that detracts 1?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's fine.
that's fine.
If that's your state of mind.
yeah,
you
but
gotta
we
know.
are also in the elevator now at the top of the fucking big building, and she's having issues with that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, you can use team 2 ways. You say you're gonna help somebody with their role, and you say how you help, and then take one from the team pool, and then they get to add 1 to their role. You can also use it selfishly, and so you say what you're doing and how that is ignoring or insulting your teammates, and you get to shift your own labels around after the roll if you want to. And yeah, basically you use team to do better on your rolls. So
And it
yeah,
can be used after a roll.
yes,
Yeah, you use it after the roll to be a dick. If you're like, I need that 1 more point, let me show you how I shove my hand in the face of Knight Rider and screw
Uh-huh.
it up.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys get to the top. You guys get to like the 56th floor, or whatever the floor is. Actually, I almost feel like there's like the elevator buttons are like, yeah, they're all like white circles with the number in them, and one of them is like blinking red, like to show that something's happening on that floor because this is like a normal thing. So just like, hey guys, just don't. It's supposed to be like,
Right,
hey guys,
the
it's like a
superhero
brief-
call
avoid
button.
avoid floor 56 for right now. There's something happening. It's fine.
Just a little cape button for if you need.
Yeah.
So I like whip my sunglasses out and I stride out of the elevator, and I'm just like, Voltaic! Hey man, it's Edgelord. I followed your exploits for a while, man. Why are you back in Halcyon City?
Yeah, and so you guys come out from the elevator, and floor 56 is like one of the R&D floors. So you see, you come out and you see like a pillar with a sign thing on it that says like R&D, like offices 1 through 24 are this way, and offices 25 through 48 are this way, and like the testing labs are this way, and like things like that. Yeah, and I think you see like a trail of like lightning burns on the floor and walls, going towards the testing labs.
I just keep going on. I'm like, Voltaic,
Mm-hmm.
yo man, stop ignoring me.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just like walking, following the like burn marks in the like
Mhm.
molten
Cool.
metal.
Yeah. Your chat right now is like just like oh shit's about to go down. Like in before Voltaic just shoots them all. There's like stuff just like it's just.
I've closed the watch. Like
Oh,
during
okay.
the night, I don't pay attention to that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're
the
just straight.
moderator.
You're just straight streaming. Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna check my watch and then be like, oh, like trying to play Pokemon Go while you're driving. Only
Yeah. You
Like,
just don't.
who does that?
You just
Why
don't.
would
an
you
asshole.
You just don't.
Just don't.
Yeah, so you guys follow the lightning burns, and they go down to the testing labs. And yeah, it's like this big room with like these big windows on it, and except the windows now are like shattered, and you see Voltaic kind of like floating with like lightning shooting, like arcing kind of like from his body down to the ground and like shooting out. You see some like scientists like backed up into a corner, and Voltaic is like moving towards a table, and it has a bunch of like dart gun looking things on it, like they're almost like an injecting thing where you would put like a vial into it, except it looks like they can like you put it in, like and you put it in like a like you slide it in, and then it can fire a dart, like from what you
syringe
slid
gun.
in. Yeah, it's like a syringe gun. Yeah. And there's like a few of them on this table, and he's like floating over to them.
I
Voltaic.
don't think this is working.
No, it's working.
I know
fine.
exactly what I do. There's like sprinkler system installed.
Sure.
And they go
Yeah,
along
yeah,
the
yeah.
row, and like
Yeah,
one
right,
is
right.
right above him. And so I just like reach up and tear into the like weak ceiling and like pull the whole thing down on him.
Cool. Yeah. So it sounds like you're directly engaging a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Roll plus your danger.
Okay, let me just find my score.
I would
here.
almost say that's unleashing your powers because he's reshaping the environment.
More specifically, it's he's well, yeah. I guess what's your intent here? And well, that's
Yeah, well, what was the unstoppable. Well, when I get to or away from something, I'm not really getting to or away from something, I guess. I'm stopping him from getting to the table is what I'm doing.
okay. So yeah,
so
your intent is to deal with him. Okay, yeah. So you'll be it'll be directly engaging a threat.
Okay, so +1.
Yep. Cool. 7. So on a partial success, you get to choose one of the options under directly engage a threat.
Okay, let me scroll up there.
Yep. And so it's yeah, you guys, yeah, you play it.
Take something from them. I take the ability for him to grab the things easily.
Sure, yeah. So you get like you're taking his position from that.
Yeah,
close to
maybe
the
I
thing.
like pull the thing down and it's like spraying water in front of him, and he's like,
Okay.
"Want to go near it or something?"
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so excuse me. Yeah, so you like reach into the ceiling and pull down these things and like use them, like whip them at him.
I whip my glasses off and tuck them in my pocket, and I start walking around Voltaic. I'm not like no sword out. I'm not looking threatening or anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, take.
Keep him away from those dark
Yeah.
guns.
So when you rip the things out and go after him with them, so you swing him, like, you swing wildly, and like it kind of forces him to get away as like the water's spraying and you're swinging these things. As he like floats up and away, he kind of like puts his hands together, and let me make sure this is a thing. He puts his hands together and then like shoots down like a single arc of like lightning that hits you between your eyes.
Who's
And
you?
Yeah, whom?
Knight Rider.
Son of a Knight Rider.
Yeah, so he hits you like right in between your eyes and like dazes you, and let's see, let's have you.
Oh, I'm blind. I cannot see.
Let's have you mark.
Mark.
Let's have it like let's have it mark angry, because now you're like feeling like or I'll let you choose your condition for right now.
Let me see. Where's potentials?
Yeah, I guess my suggestion would be angry, but for right now, it would make sense for you to like say how you feel about like getting like he like directly targeted you, hit you right between the eyes, and like dazed you completely. Like so now you're thrown off balance and stuff.
Yeah, I probably feel insecure then.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
He retaliated directly against me. I was hoping to like stop him in his
Mhm.
tracks so that we could talk him down.
Yeah,
And now I'm not
and
so,
so,
sure. And I
you-
think
yeah,
I might
you
have
hit
to
him.
like fight against him, and that's
Yeah.
pretty scary.
And so he also you see like the water, like when he does that, the water kind of like also like goes up and like starts to get on him, and you see like the lightning that's arcing around his body kind of get conducted through it, and so it makes a big shock and kind of hits him. And so he is also going to mark insecure, because it looks like you've kind of found like severe amounts of water can kind of like mess around with his lightning abilities.
Excellent.
Mhm. And so
So everything I've been trying to do so far, I've been trying to like pierce the mask. I've been trying to just talk to him on like a person-to-person level. I don't know if that's getting through.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool, yeah. So you're trying to go through to see the robot underneath.
Yeah, I'll just like scramble over to like stand guard over the things he was going for.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, we'll let Edgelord do his role, and then we'll let Zephyr do a thing.
So I'm like, hey man, don't hurt yourself here. Like, let's just take a second and talk. If you need a rampage afterwards, you know, we'll do the superhero thing. But why are we here? Like, why are we here? And not in an existential way. I mean, in like do.
Nice. All right, you get to ask 3 of the Pierce the Mask questions.
Yeah, I get really close to them, and I'm just like, listen, man, how can I get you to just stop being a villain? There are like places all across Africa and Asia that would pay to have you show up and provide them electricity for a very short amount of the day. Like you would live like a king to just charge some batteries for them and increase their quality of life. I don't understand why you're here. What is it? What would it take to get you to do some community service, buddy?
Thinking back, because obviously you're like a big fan of like superheroes and villains and stuff. Thinking back, you remember Voltaic? He's like a robot that was constructed, kind of to be a kind of like help out with superheroes and like protect them, kind of like cops would use them like when it's something's really big and they can't fight it. But his AI basically like reached a different conclusion. To protect humanity, he has to stop all superhumans. So basically, for him to stop what he's doing, his AI would have to reach the conclusion that superhumans are no longer a threat to humanity.
I I mean, yeah. I mean,
Is there anyone else in the room?
Yeah, there's like a group of
there's some
scientists.
scientists,
Yeah, there's a group of scientists that are like kind of huddled up, like that he was like keeping at bay with like some lightning strikes and stuff.
Okay, I'll actually how many of these gun things were there?
There's like 3 or 4 on the table.
Okay, so I easily have enough legs to grab them all up
Sure.
and scramble over to the scientists.
And I'm like, quick, take the guns. Make sure they're protected. I'll stand guard in front of you.
Okay,
And
cool.
I'll try to protect them.
Zephyr, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna look at this dude, sigh, and then use my memory manipulation to make him think that we're really good friends.
On who?
On the robot?
On the
On
robot?
the robot.
I think that'll
am
be
going to
technomancy
use-
though.
I'm going to use my power. I'm going to use won't let you down. I'm going to spend 2 out of the team pool to give you a +2 on the roll, and I'm going to be like, Zephyr, he needs to know. His AI needs to know that superheroes aren't a threat. Just help him reach that conclusion.
And he like looks and like is like robotically like shifting between you two, and he's like
Mind
scanning.
meld with him.
You are threats.
I'm sorry, my roll 20 is still reloading from.
Oh yeah, I see you left. But yeah, so I'm not sure if your memory manipulation would be able to affect him, since it's like more of like a brain memory kind of thing, not like a computer memory.
But what if we're affecting his physical memory on his storage space?
That's not how it
Using one
works.
thing, but the power is very non-specific, my friend.
Well, I guess is it a personal like memory thing?
I mean, she has a psychic supercomputer.
I guess that's
Psychic
true.
supercomputer.
Can't it be both?
I think it.
Can't be both.
Okay.
Why
I
are you
think
trying to
it's fair.
define her, Tux? You keep
I'm trying to
block-
I'm trying to get clarification.
We're outside.
Why
the
not have both?
Yeah, so it's it sounds like it's not so much like a like you are like it's like a people thing. It's like you are manipulating the events as seen like. So it's like a meta like a data kind of thing, but like it can also affect. I guess I get trying to. I have an idea-
quantum. Just say the word quantum mechanics.
Right, just throw
it's
quantum
okay,
into it, and
everyone.
it's totally fine.
Tachyon.
Entanglement.
Entanglement.
Do we need to
Phase?
define it? Like the power's weird, she's weird, and we aren't really sure how it works, right?
Yeah,
Because
I mean it's open for you to define. Like I was just
weird. She's weird.
yeah, it's totally open for you to define. I was just trying to say like, is this a thing that can only affect people? Is it a thing that can also affect data? Like I just wanted to kind of get that. But yeah, if it's
Well, I
something
think an
that's like,
AI is also like an intelligence. So
yeah, so if it's not so much like just a physical you reach in and touch their brain. It's like more of a intelligence kind of thing that you alter. Yeah, cool.
Tux, you need to scroll the roll 20 down to the bottom
With the what?
What on the stream?
on the stream.
For what?
They can't see the full
Can't
roll
see the
20.
last roll.
Just scroll the rolls down.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It also needs to be right shifted by like a 1/4 inch.
Boom! Rolling hot fire.
Nailed it. I guess this fight is oh shit. Sorry. Got to come up with a pun. Only got a couple seconds.
Rolls.
You could say that Zephyr really shut this situation down, and then I high five Knight Rider. And I'm like, Zephyr,
Maximum power.
Maximum power. Cool. So yeah, you do. Yeah, so were you doing unleash your powers?
Yes.
Okay, so on a hit you do it. So what were you trying? So overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. So what were you trying to do?
Can you wait? Is this on the sheet somewhere?
Yeah, up in the very top right.
So this is where these powered by the apocalypse games sometimes get weird. You like roll and then you like choose from a list.
I mean, we're overcoming an obstacle. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
like,
I just wanted her
he
to.
is
Yeah,
Yeah.
overcoming an obstacle probably.
Okay. So yeah, so just to clarify, like what you wanted to do with your powers, just like what were you what
I wanted to make him think that what did you tell me, Gray?
The AI needs to think that superheroes are not a threat to the world.
I try to insert a memory of us being friends and then me trying to explain to him that heroes aren't a threat.
heroes are friends, not food.
Not food. You can also show him me. I'm like protecting humans right now, being friendly and
Okay,
stuff.
yeah.
They probably think I'm there to eat them.
Yeah, so you're like, yeah, so your memory, you reach into like his intelligence and start like doing your weird quantum witchy magic stuff and mess with the data. And so he like floats down and like he has like that little like circle in the band that's like normally like kind of yellow to match the electricity. Kind of starts like dimming in and out a little bit. And he like is just like processing, and like you can see like,
Everyone stay calm. I think
like
we're going to be okay.
yeah, like the data, like the weird memory thing that you did to him is like messing with his
it's got
ability
the
to
red ring of
process
death.
stuff.
Yep. I mean, he's been running for a few months now straight.
He needs to be restarted. He needs some updates.
He's just been avoiding Windows 10 for so long. Now he's getting it off the building Wi-Fi. It's taking a while.
He can't close the pop-up because if he clicks the close button, it'll just start the download. So he can't see his like CPU heat, and he's been like overheating this whole time and not doing it.
Yeah, so he's like sitting there like just off the ground, like, and you can see he's like, well, he's saying it for one thing, and he's also like, you can see like his lights and his like stuff just like change, like being he's like he's acting funny, like he's acting like a computer that's like if you could open up Task Manager on him right now, his CPU is at like 99.9%. He's taking
I'd
up
love
all.
it if his lights go from like yellow to blue, something really calming colored.
Like a nice, yeah, purple.
Yeah, I'm like, Zephyr, good work. Looks like we got this one wrapped up. And I double high five Knight Rider. I'm like, dude, you were so awesome right there. I didn't even expect you to do that. Good distraction.
Well, I saw the piping and it was right above him. Didn't want him to, get to. What are these things, gentlemen? What do you have here?
Can you add a point of team to the pool, Tux?
For
I
what?
triumphant celebrated and told my ally how awesome they are.
Oh, cool! You did a team move.
But he didn't tell me how awesome I was in return, so I didn't get a second point. But it's fine.
So it's just 4. Okay.
He's still on business. It's fine. I'm just
Okay,
a little
cool.
crestfallen.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. Hold on. When you share a triumphant celebration, clear one condition if they treat you like a perfectly normal person, and mark potential if they praise your power or abilities. That mean I get potential?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's like yeah. So
And I can.
I don't
yeah,
know.
for-
I felt like I was treating you like a perfectly normal person. I was like, dude, you did a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. That's what it says. If they treat me normal,
One condition if they treat you like a normal person.
and mark potential if they praise your power or abilities.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then that does everything for you that you want.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so
and
you
I
get,
wasn't even reading your thing.
Yep.
I'm just that nice of a guy.
Where's the other thing? Insecure.
Hashtag Angela GG.
Now I don't feel insecure anymore. It's like feel much better.
Yeah. Yeah, Zephyr, as you see, like, Voltaic is kind of just like hovering there, like he's doing this processing stuff. What are you doing now that it seems like the fight's over?
I'm kind of like watching him and seeing what happens.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, are you gonna do you want to try to do anything with your team moves now that you like, because you've like you can do the if you look over to the left of your sheet, you can either share a triumphant celebration. If anything made you feel vulnerable or weak, you can share that as well. You don't have to. I'm just offering it as like things since we're still exploring all the stuff with the sheets. Yeah.
She's kind of concerned about the.
Sure. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Just a second. Let me get something for the. Okay. As you like walk up, like, are you getting close to? Are you like getting close to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you get like close to him, and like his like head's like looking down, as like his like the yellow lights like flickering on and off, and then he like with like a big like clunk, he like lands in the ground, and all of his lights go like fade. Like the LEDs just all turned off.
Oh dear, might have had fatal error.
And then like very slowly you just hear like a doo doo doo, and like his lights start coming back on, and they turn, and rather than being like a yellow, now they're a blue.
Nice.
And he looks like, and then like when it turns back on, he looks up, and like is like staring, like his like metallic robot face is like staring right at your face, and he says, "You are friend, not threat. It is my duty to protect you. I will follow you wherever you go."
Yo, mission accomplished, y'all. Mission accomplished. Yo, anyone know?
Hey there, let me tell you about my robot friend. He's got glowing blue eyes, and he's a big surprise.
Yeah, I wanna hang out with Knight Rider and like hassle these scientists as to what was happening here.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you have here? What is this?
It's like pointing at their little guns.
Yeah. So now that the threat seems like it's been dealt with, they kind of get up and like dust themselves off because they were like huddled all, like against the floor and everything. I think one of them, like a woman like in her 40s. She has like darker skin. I think she's like yeah, she's black. Her name, you see like a little like name tag thing. Dr.
Amelia Rose.
Sounds great. Dr. Amelia Rose. And she walks up to the two of you. And wow. Well, and she kind of looks up at Knight Rider.
Just like flashy smile.
Yeah, like she's like, before it was kind of like a panic thing, so it was just like, oh, it's a big thing. I'll deal with that later. But now she's like taking you in for the first time, and just like it's a thing where she's not like scared or like hates you anyway. It's just like, oh, that's something.
I like smooth out my
Shakes
like
her head, like-
superhero shirt.
Hello, I'm Knight Rider. We are here to rescue you. Just curious as to what this what he was after. What is all this?
Right. Well, thank you, three of you, so much. Yeah, he was about to take everything, and that would not have been very good at all.
What is everything?
Oh, the serum.
That does.
That's classified.
Well, you know, it's.
I mean, yeah, that's a reasonable answer.
I'm afraid that's trade property of PowerTech Incorporated.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
Maybe we can.
and
Ask
she
the
looks around.
robot later.
She looks at you. Like, do you still have the guns like on your legs, like hanging from them?
No, he gave them to the scientists.
yeah.
Oh, okay, you gave them back. Okay, yeah. So like the other ones are like looking at them, making sure they're not damaged, like taking out the vials and like inspecting them, and like they kind of end up they give her the thumbs up, and good. Looks like it's all there. Well, once again, we cannot thank you enough.
Yes, well, remember, maximum power. I'm Knight Rider. This is Edgelord.
I mean,
and we
you're
have
saying
Zephyr.
I'm literally signing the stream off. I'm like, thanks for following, guys. This is Edgelord. Follow me at twitch.tv/EdgelordGG and on Twitter.
Were you?
Oh,
Were you
Oh,
filming
excellent.
this?
Oh, we always have adventures and live stream them. It's the hip new thing to do.
Did you sign the release forms when you first got into the
Of
building?
course, we sign release
No.
forms. These are ridiculous.
I pull out a small flask from the inside coat of my jacket, and I like take a drink of it, and I toss it to Knight Rider.
Yeah, I'm like,
you are going hard, AP.
Yeah, I know how to play games, man.
yeah.
And I'm like, edgelord who always stands on the edge and never falls off. To you, huh?
And I'll pound, and then I'll toss it over to Zephyr.
Yeah, Zephyr, you
I'm like,
have
what of you, my proud leader?
You
have
have
a drink.
you have a flask tossed at you. What do?
I use my telekinesis to stop it.
Okay, so
and
the
then
flask is full.
slowly pull it over to me.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, take
take
a
a
drink.
long drink.
All right, it sounds like Edgelord is drinking with his friends.
Yep. I've unlocked 5 potentials, so I'm going to unlock my moment of truth as my advancement.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
gonna hold that
You
around.
did this
for
in
later.
literally less than 2 hours.
I mean, now I get to pick 4 more, and I don't even know what I'm going to pick. But yeah, let's see how much XP I can rack up.
Yep. Cool. So I think the moment of truth is done. We'll explore that later. I think when it comes on too.
Yeah,
Basically, the
it'll
moment of
be relevant when it's relevant.
Right. Exactly. The moment of truth. Yeah, it'll be relevant when it's relevant. That was I agree, Sabine. That was a really good line. Edgelord who stands on the edge and never falls off. That was perfect. Yeah. So Zephyr, as you like take a drink, Voltaic like leans in and smacks it out of your hand.
Oh, hey, relax.
Alcohol
me,
is
yeah.
poisonous. It is
Well,
a,
we have
it is a
liver.
danger to humanity.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It is a
Yo,
danger
man,
to you.
that's not alcohol. That's some Glengarry right there. Show some respect. 30-year.
He leans down and like puts a finger in like the spill on the floor and like translating. There's I'm not sure what the proof of that is, but
It would be 80.
there's approximately 40% alcohol in this beverage. Alcohol is a poison to the human body, and he like goes into like a little like explaining exactly what alcohol does to your body.
I'm like, I like threats these poison.
Fine. I won't drink alcohol. You guys drink all the alcohol you want. You can get drunk. I don't care. But apparently I can't.
Hey, we'll just leave them with the cops downstairs. They'll, do whatever they need to. Listen,
But you don't understand.
Probably give him
He's willing
psychological.
to protect
evaluation.
us.
I mean, he's willing to protect you.
Do you think I'm gonna like honestly not tell him, hey, go help him? That'll be
I
protecting.
mean,
Well, I think he rather fancies you, no?
you just saw us drink from that flask. Did he come over here and knock that thing out in my face? No. Listen, we need to.
And yeah, almost to like accentuate his point. Zephyr is standing like a little too close to. I'm sorry, Voltaic is standing a little too close to Zephyr.
Just like
I'm like,
super
hey,
in the personal space.
Yeah.
Knight Rider. I've been thinking of getting a second hero name, for branding purposes. They tell me Edgelord doesn't sell in China because there's already a guy with 2 swords called Edgelord out there. What do you think for like a new hero name? I've been trying to workshop it. That's for you, chat. If you got a new hero name for Great Graves, let me know. Obviously, Virgil, if you have a new name for me, let me know.
I'm
And
so upset.
listen, new costume idea, right? I'm thinking spandex. What do you got for me, John?
Well,
And I'm like getting in the elevator and I'm like pressing the 1 button, but holding the like door open so everyone can come in.
Yes.
if we have a rising stripe down either side, we could increase your speed by 17,
man.
18%.
So now it's
it's proven.
so now it's even more awkward because we have Knight Rider who's like crunched up in the back, you two, and now also like an 8-foot tall robot that's like standing, that's like as close to Zephyr as he can be. So you're just like all scrunched in the back of this elevator, and like,
I imagine they're like both sitting on one of my legs, like a little love seat.
yeah. And so like it's just like the elevator like
Grinding.
and like goes down.
So as it's going down, I'm like, listen, what if I get like a Wiz Khalifa outfit, like yellow with a black racing stripe, look like a Mustang? Maybe I can get a Ford sponsorship.
You can keep that. You can do that if I get to keep the robot.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I mean, the police are probably going to take the robot from you. Let's be real, Zephyr. Let's be real.
I mean, if I say he's with us, he's probably gonna kill those policemen.
He's a supervillain.
Yes, but he's probably gonna kill those policemen to try and like.
He might be wanted for crimes. I don't know what they do with robots.
For crimes.
I will protect you.
I mean, it
Wherever
sounds like a
you
good
go.
deal. Maybe we sneak him out of here. I'll wrap him up in some web.
Oh man. I mean, I gotta figure out how to do this. There's no like convince someone to do something. You have to provoke them into it. So I'm just gonna be like, slam my hand on the elevator and be like, Zephyr, listen, imagine how much good this guy could do literally anywhere. Small town America, Canada, Mexico, just spend all day charging up batteries, helping people, enforcing the peace. Like,
he's not gonna. Do you want me to try to tell him to do that then?
no, you don't need to do that. The police will handle it. We're children. We don't know how to program computers.
We are.
I don't know if you
17
see
years
my
old.
computer at home.
Old enough to drink in my home country.
I have to use Internet Explorer when I'm on your computer at home. I like Google Chrome. It has privacy browsing just in case I want to search for something about my jock itch, okay?
The new version of Microsoft Edge also has privacy browsing.
We don't even have Microsoft Edge, Voltaic. We have Internet Explorer. This computer
You just can't find the Chrome because you're just dumb.
And then ding as the elevator opens up as you get to the bottom floor.
I'm going to say,
Well, there's the police.
based on her response, I'd say I definitely got some provocation in there, right?
Yeah, I guess if you're trying to provoke
Arthur!
if you're trying to provoke her into action, what are you trying to get her
The
to do?
action is let Voltaic go with the cops to get reprogrammed and, serve the public faithfully.
Okay.
Rather than be a slave.
Yeah, like a slave or a supervillain. He could instead do what he was originally created to do, which was to bring power to people.
Okay. Yeah, so Edgelord, make your roll. That'll be a plus superior. All right, cool. So,
Damn, you guys are rolling hot fucking fire.
So, for provoking someone, NPCs, it works different between NPCs and PCs. So basically, for PCs, PN, you now have a choice. You don't have to do what he says. Like you have control over your character. However, if you do what he says, you both, you get to add a
team.
Yeah, you get to add a team to the pool, and if you don't do it, you have to mark a condition. But yeah,
I'll do it.
Okay.
I said I'd do it earlier. You just didn't listen. You were like, no, that's not what I'm telling you to do.
Look, relax. The police are there. Look proud and good. Do I have anything on my face?
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Okay.
And I'm like looking for cameras, and I have like one of my big spider arms on the huge robot, like I'm escorting it out, and then I'm like waving with like my human hands.
Everything's okay. Maximum power.
I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, Knight Drider and Zephyr once again solve all the problems today. Let's hear it for our boy Voltaic. He's back on the streets doing what he's supposed to do.
All right, we're so happy. One more hero to join us.
Zephyr's just shaking her head.
And then I'm like, officers, come and take him quickly.
The younger cop that kind of waved you in earlier, is walking over, and he's like he's got his hand on his gun as he's like staring at Voltaic.
Hey, yo, man, this dude's fine.
Sir, you're fine, sir. And he looks to he looks at the big spider person, and then looks to Zephyr. And Miss, can you explain what happened up there?
You just ignore me, son?
Sir?
We
Sir.
just
No.
just rewired him a little bit.
I'm sorry. Is there a
Is
problem
it
with
because
my
I'm
friend?
black and she's white? Is that
Yes. What is this?
The robot
is
is standing about a millimeter away from her.
All
I
right,
figured I would ask her what's happening.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I
you
turned
know,
my
I
ca-
have
I-
him restrained. My
I
arms
turned my
are-
stream Twitch back on.
Yeah. I'm like, make sure you get this guy's badge on the stream. Huh?
Just so you know, on our actual stream, you're still missing like the bottom half of the roll.
Oh, it is? I thought I moved it up. Shoot.
Sometimes it stops auto scrolling.
Oh shoot. Okay, next time I'll have to capture. I'll make it so I capture more of it.
Zephyr just kind of like, she kind of sighed and she just goes, we just rewired him a little bit. Now he just wants to protect me and not hurt anybody unless it hurts me.
Well, we're gonna have to take him in.
Okay, I like
Get our
turned to him.
scientists to check him out, because that's not.
Right.
Well, he
he's
did
a lot
that,
of
first of
volts,
all.
right?
So,
Can you like shut him down first or something, man? You're
not
trying to follow her everywhere.
me personally.
I mean, we'll wait here for your supervisor.
Hold on, guys. I have an idea. And I like turn to the robot and I'm kind of like look at him. I'm like, hey, we're friends, right?
I will protect you.
Can you protect me by going with them?
He like turns his head. He's like expecting like. Oh, also, take influence over Voltaic, Zephyr. And then he tilts his head, and he says, "Explain the logic in this."
I use memory manipulation on him to make me think.
Wow.
All right. Well, if you since you have influence over him now, you also get a +1 on the roll. Okay. So you get to on a partial success, you get to choose either mark a condition, or let me tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. Excuse me again. Sorry.
Second one, ladder.
Okay. So what exactly did you say? Yeah. So yeah. So you're tapping into him and like manipulating, like you're using your powers to manipulate his intelligence again. What are you manipulating?
I'm manipulating that cops are his friends.
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. So he turns and looks at the cop, the cop guy. The blue like kind of does like it doesn't do what it did upstairs. It just kind of like, and then I will go with you. Oh. Okay. Great.
See, there we go. It's all fixed.
And remember, Maximum Power was the one that saved the day. Is there any newspapers around here?
Sure thing, kids. Let's. All right. Voltaic. Well, let's. We're gonna have to take you in the villain mobile, as we like to call it. And they have like.
Hey, whoa, that's really offensive. He's not a villain, man.
It looks up at
It was a programming error. He just made a bad decision in life, and it wasn't even his decision. Someone else made it for him.
Look, the
Right.
law is a little archaic, but legally classifying he's a villain.
No, man.
Well, wait. I mean, maybe we just let them say it, because then we stop the villain.
As a legal classification,
right?
anyone who commits a superpowered act of crime is considered to be a villain.
Look, I mean,
I'm-
he's our
I'm
friend,
literally-
but he's also a villain. You know, maybe if like
I
if I
kicked
had
the tire of the car while Knight Rider's talking, and I'm just like, man, fuck this bullshit.
like
Yeah,
this
and so
isn't
he
the
like
time to
point
stand
like
up
he
to
gets
them.
Voltaic to get into like the it's like a it's kind of it's like one of those like SWAT truck things that they put like they put prisoners into, except this is like super reinforced and like has like weird machines.
The Faraday cage just for him.
Yeah, just like weird like it has like all this like special equipment. And he like Voltaic like goes in like completely willingly and complying with him, goes into the back. The cop like shuts it, like swipes a thing to like lock it, and goes to get in the front. When you as like the cops kind of like the other ones start like picking up the barriers. You see now like one of the construction companies has already started like cleaning up this glass, and like they're sweeping it up and moving it up, and you see like scaffolding, like those like I forget what they're called, but like the lifts that they put on the side of buildings that like go up glass to fix stuff and like clean stuff. They're already going up to the 56th floor to like take care of the glass up there.
So I snapped a picture of the cop's face
Okay.
in profile, and I sent a tweet that says, "This guy believes a machine with a programming error is responsible for its actions. Hashtag victim, not villain."
Oh god.
But I turn to Zephyr, and I'm just like,
You know, you are a great hero today. You know, you really put forth all your effort to save the day, and no one was hurt. You see, the building still stands. A little worse for the wear, but we really did everything we could, and we owe it all to you.
I think you should give yourself some credit.
Well, I don't know if I would be even outside of my my house if it wasn't for you accepting us into this wonderful group, huh?
Well, I'm glad you feel welcomed here, because you are.
All right. Sounds like you guys celebrated a triumphant celebration together.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, so it looks like you didn't have to mark any Doom track stuff for because you didn't injure any innocents or frighten any loved ones yet. And
I have one last thing I want to do if you're about to wrap up.
I was gonna do one more thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you guys saw the construction company kind of cleaning up, the cops are kind of getting like reports from a couple innocent, like a couple of civilians that saw that like came in after the fact, I know, like basically it's like the people that are like, oh yeah, I saw the entire thing, and they're like just giving totally wrong reports to the cops. And then
Well, then the spider guy started eating people.
yeah. And you see a guy in like a really, really nice suit with a microphone and like a camera guy like hurrying over to you. And he doesn't say anything. He doesn't like address you or like wait for you to do anything. He just like
I like smooth out my shirt.
he like
though.
stands you, and he points at Zephyr like, okay, you stand there, you, and he like snaps his fingers at Edgelord, and like you stand let's see,
Like he should go up on here. He will look taller. See?
yeah, you go up, you stand up here, and big guy, can you
Right,
like,
all the way in the back. I mean, they always put me in the back.
can you like that shirt you got on, can you like, how expensive is that shirt?
Well, I mean, I have like 37 of them at
Can you
home.
like can you get a couple tears in it?
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
Like
all right.
rip my shirt.
Well,
Dude-
before you do that, I'm like, man, what are you doing?
Beautiful,
What are you doing?
beautiful. All right. And he like turns, and
Need a good picture.
he turns to the camera, and the guy's like, the guy gives the countdown, and tragedy averted at PowerTech as a new group of superheroes has taken care of an old villain to these parts, Voltaic. And then he like looks back. So, what do you guys call yourselves?
I like look at Zephyr.
Yeah.
We're maximum power.
Maximum power. And why don't you explain what happened here today?
We just went up there and took care of business. We reprogrammed them a little bit. Say, kept the scientists up there.
You
safe.
reprogrammed a robot.
Basically, yes.
So your power is you one of the hackers.
Well, we had to subdue him first, you see. There was a mighty rumble. There was lightning, sparks and electricity all inside. It was very dramatic. He was going for the weapons.
So
we had to stop him. We threw up a defensive spray of water.
Was, and I like continue on describing with gusto. Yeah, and then triumphantly kind of fizz over the part where she reprograms him.
Yes, and it was reprogrammed. You know.
Yes, a terrible battle near the top of the PowerTech building where and
I'm like, hey man, let me help you out with this. And I like walk up to the cameraman and turn the camera towards the police officer who's probably like locking Voltaic up in the back of the van. This motherfucker is an asshole. Victim, not villain. Voltaic was programmed incorrectly, and he's treating this guy like garbage, even though he's not hostile and accepts the police as an ally.
As you're like explaining this, like, are you explaining this to the cameraman or the reporter?
No, I turned the camera
to the camera.
I'm taking the mic from the reporter.
He's reporting now.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'm Edgelord, and you can follow me at twitch.tv.
As you see, as Edgelord is like,
I will like stand in the way so the guy can't get back to his microphone.
Yeah, the reporter we in the panel we see like Edgelord like in front of the camera doing this. The camera the reporter guy like does this to the camera guy. Kind of like behind your guys' backs.
Guys. We're trying to make a name.
He pulls out another microphone.
It's good press.
And walks over to Zephyr, and as you guys are like doing the stuff with the camera, and he walks over to Zephyr and like it's not another microphone. It's like one of those Zoom recorders. So tell me more about this reprogramming this robot.
I just used some memory manipulation on him.
So you just reached in and decided to change what this robot thinks and what it does.
Yes.
Do you feel like that's an overstepping of your bounds as a member of the superhero community of Halcyon City?
Not when he was trying to hurt people.
Do you feel like you should be doing this to anyone that you don't agree with? So if someone's doing something that you don't like, you should just be able to change what they're thinking.
She hardcore lies here and just goes, no, I don't.
Oh, good. Unless they're a supervillain.
Yes, unless they're trying to hurt people.
So is it how we should deal with all supervillains? We should just change, reach in their memories and change what change how they feel.
That's not what I said. I'm gonna leave now.
You just walk away.
So yeah, when you walk away, I like wrap up my spiel and I'm like, yeah, this is Knight Rider. This is a cool dude. You can follow him at KnightRider1 on Twitter.
Knight Rider was taken. I could not believe it.
And then I literally just tossed the mic over my shoulder and let it hit the ground with like a.
That's so bad for the mic.
And the last thing I want to do is pull out my phone and start texting Womdad while speaking with Knight Rider. I'm like, hey man, listen, I know they're trying to paint you as something back there, but I think we've proven today that you can protect people without having to be normal. Like, you don't need to worry about being a normal person. I know you don't look like one. Don't have to pretend to be one. You are a defender. You're not a monster.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, it was nice to finally have the police give me at least a monicum of respect. I really hope that we get, a little bit of clout from this, News report. I think you're really doing the right thing, standing up for that robot and his rights.
Are you is that are
I'm
you
influence shifting him.
okay?
Yes.
Are you okay, you're trying to take it?
Accepted it.
Okay. Are you accept?
Yeah.
Do you accept? Okay. Cool.
So you get +1 savior, -1 mundane.
Cool.
And my text message to Womdad is asking him to get on the horn with Ford to help me lock in the new superhero name Ford Lord, and to get our 3D printer to finish printing out a new Mustang yellow with black racing stripe jumpsuit for me to use whenever I need to do commercials
Zephyr, do you
for China as Ford Lord.
Zephyr, do you have a 3D printer at the library?
You're muted.
Obviously, with that computer.
Okay, cool.
Boom. All right, new hero name, new costume, locked it in.
Bam.
2 more XP.
Rock on. All right. Is there anything else that Night Rider or Zephyr that you wanted to do?
No.
No, I just want to go back to the the library and
Okay.
watch TV till the
Yeah.
report
So you
comes on.
go back to the
Till
truck.
the report comes on.
You get back to the truck and you end up finding your way back to where the door moved to after it moved away from the barn, and
We find the door. Yeah.
you find the door. What do you go pick up Womdad? I assume.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, we look for Womdad on the street.
I think you find I think you found Womdad. You get a hold of him, and he said he had one of his old superhero friends come pick him up. And so yeah, you so yeah, you
Chick, and Chick is spelled with a K at the front.
yeah. So you got you ended up going to pick him up and take you all head back to the library. And yeah, I think you go back and see Wendy West is reporting again, and it's kind of like a general it's like the same kind of the same view as before, because the news reports they'll have there's it goes up and down of okay, right now it's the superhero attacks, now it's what happened after the supervillain attacks, and so now it's reporting on yep, the dragon.
We'll have the supervillain report on the 8th every hour.
Yeah, basically, it's like there's the normal news and then the superhero news. And
It's current normal news, current attacks happening, and then recent attacks, what did happen.
Yeah, and so the dragon attack on Highway 14 has been handled by the I need a superhero team name generator. I'm gonna find that for next time. The dragon attack has been handled, and construction crews are quick to get traffic flowing again. And on the attack on PowerTech, it looks like construction crews are also getting the building fixed. Voltaic seems to have been dealt with. Police have taken him into custody and are interrogating him. And for more on this, we have oh man, what's a douchey name for this guy?
Police Sergeant Eric Jeter.
Let's see, it's Chip
Edgewise. Chip Edgewise.
No,
You gotta do it.
no.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's in 3 campaigns now. That's canon as fuck. Just do it, man.
Sure, Chip Edgewise. And for more on the attack at PowerTech, we have Chip Edgewise.
Mr. Weasel.
What's his Mr. What's the name for not because there's the reporters that stay in the station, and then there's they have people it's like an
on-scene reporter.
Yeah, like an on-scene reporter, but not so much that it's like an editorial almost. What's the ones that have their own thing. The ones that have their own thing, they're not a reporter. They go out and do stuff, and then come back and have it's like Chip Talk with Chip Edgewise or whatever.
Yeah, correspondence.
Yeah, like a correspondent thing. And more on that, we have
Chip off the old block with Chip Edgewise.
Chip off the block.
I'm here on the street level, getting the view from the people. And the people are saying there was a terrifying spider.
Chip off the block with Chip Edgewise. Chip, thanks, Wendy. We've reached a certain point in Halcyon with all these new superheroes showing up, this new generation of heroes. And you know what? I feel like they think they're a little too big for their britches. They just feel like they can go around doing whatever they want. We have reports today of a hero.
I'm watching this and I'm nodding. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
Of a hero just reaching into the mind of not even that. They abused a robot, which with the Artificial Intelligence Act of 2014, if artificial intelligence of a certain level are technically considered persons, and they just reached in and decided to change how they believe, change how they think about things. And I'm sick of that. That is ridiculous. You cannot just do that with people.
I'm texting. I'm literally like live texting right now with the hashtag victim, not villain.
I remember I glazed over that very quickly. I told them all about the fighting.
You notice a distinct lack of what you guys were talking about with the cameraman.
Zephyrus just kind of like has her head down, like she's kind of sitting like with her knees up, and she just like has her head down in her knees.
Yeah.
Where is he getting all this? Where's the story about the lightning and heroism?
Mom Dad like puts his hand on her shoulder. Like obviously, like he can obviously tell that you're like upset about this, so he kind of like put like the wombat gears start turning and
I think it's the dad gears.
Yeah, it's the dad gears and everything. Well, it's like it's not only is like the dad gears like that his daughter's going through something. It's also like the superhero gears because like he's had this stuff happen to him before, like and so he just like puts his hand on your shoulder, and it's like you know what? Don't let this asshole get to you. People have been doing this for years. You think when I was the wombat going out there and punching up all the bad guys, and do you think the first time I fought the weasel that I didn't have like that every tabloid in the city wasn't saying terrible things about me?
She just kind of like
look, you're
Everyone should have known the weasel backstabbed the animal allies for Mecha Man. I mean, it's all in the history books.
Exactly.
True.
And you know what? You are this guy. This guy. This is what this guy does. He takes things, he twists it, and people just watch because they want to get some weird sensationalized version of the truth, and that's not the truth. The truth is, you're a great person, and I don't care what powers you have or whatever's going on here.
She just kind of like gives like a small smile and is like, "Thanks, Dad."
Are you he is let's see, what's the exact wording?
He's using his influence
yeah. See, obviously he has influence over you. And he's trying to help you out and kind of tell you like who he thinks you are. Are you accepting this or are you going to reject it? What he's trying to do is move your mundane up one and your freak down by one. He's trying to tell you that you're not like you're not this freak that they're trying to make you out to be. You're still his little Sarah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll accept it.
Okay. Yeah, so your freak goes down by one, your mundane goes up by one. Yeah, then I think I think we end with Womdad giving Sarah a hug as
I want to be like, "Hey Sarah, can you make a door? We got to get home." And I'm like, "Is that door a little smaller than it used to be?"
Definitely is. I could barely get in.
And I'm like patting myself down, and maybe the last thing we hear is I'm like, "Where the fuck is my flask?"
You left it back at PowerTech.
Yeah, because the robot knocked it out of her hand.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So we close out with a panel of you guys leaving through the tiny door, and we close on the first issue of Maximum Power. Wow. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that was amazing and fun, and I cannot wait for next
We're not
week.
done yet, bro. End of session.
Correct.
What's end
End
of
of
session?
session. Get to it. So,
Can't end
everybody.
the session until we've done the end of session, Tux.
All right. So, everybody, look down to the bottom right, and under the peripheral moves, there is the end of session. At the end of every session, you get to choose one. So, Edgelord, how about you say what your choice is?
I am going to grow closer to the team. I feel like Knight Rider has been my bro all session, and we've totally gotten a lot closer. I would like to give him an influence, which lets him shift my labels because he's already got influence. And I get to clear a condition or mark potential. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark potential. Bring me
Cool.
up to XP. What do
Yeah,
you want to
so,
do with my labels?
yeah,
I
if-
want
yeah,
to point
you-
out
you-
I have a giant arrow pointing to the one that I want to raise.
you don't have to change his labels. You can if you want to. Yeah, if you don't want to, like, I definitely want you to. You have to feel like you always have to, like, oh shit. I can
Oh,
make a
it's just
change.
like if I think it like makes sense for the fiction,
Sure, definitely, yeah.
then I can move his freak up one because he's my freaky buddy.
Cool, awesome.
Slowly, I will become able to use my power without being a potential danger to everyone in the area.
So I can't move those things. So move up your freak one, and move your mundane down one.
Oh no, not my mundane.
Yeah,
All of
that's
my
the
moves are
opposites.
Mundane.
Yep.
You're spending too much time with the crazy Spider-Man.
All my moves are mundane. I can't.
You're all no, giant spider people are normal
Giant spider people are normal, man.
on the
I
inside.
thought that was what I was trying to get across.
on the
Right.
on the inside.
So,
We're gonna have to change
Knight Rider. Which choice are you gonna make? Grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I really think I grew towards the team today.
Yeah.
There
I
was
think,
a
yeah.
lot of team bonding
Totally.
and a lot of like accomplishments and good interactions.
Yeah. Anybody in particular you want to say that made you feel welcome?
Gray Graves probably.
Okay. Cool.
He was like super supportive and like lets me crash at his house, and I eat like way more food than anyone else that even lives there.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, you give influence to Edgelord, or Ford Lord rather. Sorry.
I mean, my name is Edgelord. I use Ford Lord in Asian markets.
Yeah,
Oh.
Edgelord's not working. It's not catching on. There's already a shitty Edgelord that's like, he is not even active on Twitter anymore, but he
Yeah,
has
right,
the fucking-
exactly.
So listen, he's like a samurai hero, but he's Chinese, so it gets real fucked up.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of people talking about cultural appropriation.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So you give influence to Edgelord, and you can clear a condition or mark potential.
Yeah, mark the potential.
I'm gonna shift your. Wow, your mundane is already -2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna shift anything. You're good where you're at.
Okay. Cool. And finally, Zephyr. Which one would you like to choose?
I could go for both grow closer to the team and also grow away from the team.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
I guess
You have to choose.
yeah,
And that's all
yeah,
there is to
I
it.
guess yeah. So if you
We'll
like,
start
roll-
screaming
yeah.
choose really loudly.
Roll a
repetitive.
D2. I mean,
Choose.
Okay.
Choose.
I'll roll a
choose,
D2.
Choose.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you on the face. I'm gonna come to your houses and just punch you in the
I
face.
mean, you know where Adam lives, so if
Goddamn.
you want to just go punch him in the face,
Damn.
I'll accept it. I'll take that punishment.
Okay, I grow further apart from the team.
Okay. Why do you feel detached from the team?
Because okay, here we go. So I think I like kind of hurt things because after Gray kissed me, I was kind of like,
Oh,
yo,
okay.
bro, I'm like, I'm not into that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't really talk that much after that.
Yeah.
And so I felt like he was kind of like we kind of like pulled away from each other, and then he went more towards Knight Rider,
Mm-hmm.
and then him and Knight Rider were like interacting the whole time. So I felt like
Yeah. So it's when you grow away from the team, you get to take the influence that someone has over you. You get to take that away from them. So it sounds like Edgelord, do you have influence over?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it sounds like you're taking that influence away.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So Edgelord, take away the influence you have over Zephyr. All right. Cool. So that was the end of session move for everybody. Does anybody have any conditions that they still have?
No, I cleared mine.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The end of it. It's at the end of a scene. This is kind of the end of a scene and end of a session. So yeah, we get to because when you get a condition, you get to take an action to remove that. And if it's in the peripheral moves also, so you can look at those and see.
Yeah, I haven't
how you
looked
clear
over
them.
all the moves.
Yep.
Very seriously.
And yeah, I think we
GG.
are good. So let's do. We're over the time a little bit. So that was super fun. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Good.
I loved it. Thanks for
Awesome.
inviting
Yeah,
me.
super
What
fun.
have happening more, and I got
Sweet.
to get a ton of XP, which is my goal
You
as a
were-
beacon.
Yep, your
Yes.
AP power
Sucks.
gaming reel.
I mean, the whole point of Beacon is to power game that because they have no powers.
Talk Canadian soy sauce. You missed all my French accent.
Yeah, you missed
Yeah,
out. Come on.
Yeah, this will definitely be up on YouTube. I'll try to get it up tomorrow. Yeah, this is super fun. I cannot wait till next week. This is exactly what ASP said. This is all I wanted to be and more. So yeah, thank you. So we had a pretty decent crowd out tonight. So thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week for another Maximum Power. I'll be doing some stuff. I'm gonna try to do some more streaming and stuff too. So let's do some outros with our awesome cast. First, let's go in the opposite order. Let's start with Pian.
Hi guys, I'm Pian. You can find me on Twitter at __Pian because both Pian and _Pian were taken, which is the most frustrating thing.
Right. I mean, Knight Rider was taken. I was pretty pissed.
Yeah.
And then you can find me on AP's channel on Saturdays
Mhm.
for Winter's Edge, which you guys should totally watch because
Good show.
I'm a completely different character than this.
Yep.
And then you can find me on Swargula's channel, twitch.tv/Swargula, on Sunday for our campaign there.
Cool.
The 5e.
The 5e, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're starting a new arc thing on Sunday, so that'll be fun. So let's move on to Virgil down in the bottom left.
Hello, everyone. I'm Virgil, also known as Zircon5 here on the Twitches. If you want to check out more of my stuff, you can find that at twitch.tv/Zircon5. Also, music that I write is on soundcloud.com/Zircon5. Check that stuff out. I do commissions. If you need music written, check it out. I'll probably write a little theme song for this.
Oh, awesome.
Um,
Cool.
something
I
heroic.
will get the music fixed.
Yeah, and then we can listen to it before the show. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Virgil Levenger.
Mhm.
No
Yep,
space.
I threw a link to your Twitch in the chat, so you guys can all click
beautiful.
that.
Yeah, go ahead, click that, and give me a little follow. I'm always hosting whenever I'm on a show, doing a silly accent.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have I missed every one. Arthur, over here in the top
Right
left.
arm.
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to give a shout out to my fake Twitch address, twitch.tv/edgelordgg. I set that up ahead of the game. But really, let's talk about something that's very important to me. Tux is unable to get his YouTube renamed to youtube.com/TuxStradamus until he gets 100 subscribers. And so if you're watching this and you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on Twitch, I don't know. You must have a YouTube command. You need to get a YouTube button, bro. That's
Yeah, there's no YouTube button.
you gotta
button.
maximize
Who's
your
got the button?
YouTubiness. Get a YouTube button in there.
I thought
Tux.
I did have a YouTube button.
Go to
No.
twitch.tv/Tuxtradamus and type !YouTube.
I will get a YouTube button. I will make a YouTube button.
Go ahead and follow. The important part is
He doesn't look. He doesn't have a YouTube button, but he does have a button that directly leads to my Twitch account, like that.
go ahead and subscribe to Tux on YouTube so you can get youtube.com/Tux. What you do
Yes.
after that point, I don't give a fuck. Get him to the top of the mountain. He can coast from there.
There we
Yeah.
go. That works for me.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Stream's over.
Yep, I put a link to Arthur's Twitch there. I also put a link to Edgelord's Twitch in there. And the YouTube, so you can go there and make sure to check the VOD of this. If you happen to come in late, it'll be up there, and I'll be tweeting it out and everything. Obviously, Tuxtradamus, and I'll be putting it all out on all the things that I do, like on the Discords and all the things and such. So, yeah, once again, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with our first episode, and come back next Thursday for the continuation of Maximum Power. Maybe we'll have Sci-Fry, maybe we won't. We'll see how that goes with the dreaded Time Warner and their evil machinations. So,
Yeah, we've established they're a villain.
Yep. And have an awesome night. See you later.